Jay and I are also going to be doing shows on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning, recapping what happened the night before, and in the case of Friday and Saturday show, previewing what's going to happen in the coming picks. So lots of podcasts and lots of coverage. Obviously, I'll be writing some analysis for the site after the rounds as well. But and then as far as the draft day coverage too, during the draft, Shane will have something to tell you about for that.
All right, so Shane, Twitter feed and everything else that's going on before we wrap this up, or if there's anything else you want to touch on before we shut it down for the night?
Yeah, my Twitter feed's at Shane P. Hallam. My final 7-round mock draft is up on the Draft Countdown forums, so go check that out in the mock draft section. But what Scott was alluding to, I'm going to be doing a live draft day stream, which Scott will be coming in and out. And it's going to be at draftcountdown.com. So if you go there tomorrow, there'll be a link to get to the feed, the Justin TV feed that I'm kind of simulcasting Jared Shaw. And I'll actually put that up on YouTube too to get some people listening. So to test out some audio and video stuff. But check it out, Draft Countdown. I'll be live streaming video during the draft all 3 days. Every single pick, you'll get live analysis from me. Just the 4-second delay is all that we'll miss. And I'll give you those. Tomorrow I'm actually simulcasting with some guys over at another site through some of the first round. And then second, third round, it's all me in the chat room and answering questions and talking about picks. So I hope people will come over there and check it out because I'd really love to interact with a bunch of people over these next 3 days. And I can't wait for have Scott, calling in and joining in, and we'll be arguing with each other and having some fun.
All right, so that'll be a good time. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be behind the scenes running all this for you guys, trying to get all the I wanted to see how hard Andy's job really is. So that's why I decided to play producer tomorrow. I've always wanted to take a crack at the behind-the-scenes stuff. So we'll see if I tell Andy, hey, quick griping, your job's pretty easier. If I say, man, you need a raise because what you do is pretty tough work back there. So we'll find out which way I go. Although I think I'm going to be pretty good at it. But we don't want to pat myself on the back too much just yet. Joe, what do you got going on at Rookie Draft and anything else? Was there any other questions you wanted to get to from the thing before we hang it up tonight?
No, questions covered. As far as Rookie Draft, I've got my top 100. My final mock is posted out there right now. And also just you fantasy footballers, dynasty owners, I know you're in your dynasty leagues, otherwise you likely wouldn't be listening right now. So the FF Top 50 is out there, and also the IDP Top 50. Play IDP fantasy football just like me, you want to know who the top defensive names are to watch during this draft, you better go to rookiedraft.com right now because I'm telling you who they're going to be before they're even drafted by their team. So that's where you need to be, folks.
And if you are interested in following me on Twitter, I haven't been active too much over the last couple weeks. Just had a lot of going on, but you can always check it out at WYF Show. Tweet about anything and everything I got going on. Next week on the show, guys, if you're listening for the first time, we definitely want to say thanks for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed some of our draft coverage. But next week we will crown the winner of the TV show bracket. We will let you know who took it all down after we had 13 people rank over 200 shows in the end there, and we even did an NIT bracket as well. We'll have the winner of the TV show bracket next week. We'll also recap the NFL draft. We'll look at some various draft grades, look at some different sides, who they felt did well, who they felt did bad. How did your favorite team do? If you'd like Joe or my thoughts on a specific team or a specific pick, by all means email us at wyfshow@gmail.com, and we will offer up our thoughts on that next week on the show. And we'll also tell you the winner of the first annual What's Your Fantasy NFL Draft Guru Challenge. We'll let you know who is the ultimate NFL Draft Guru. If you want to keep up with it, I will be updating the scores after each round, so you can follow me on Twitter, as we said, at WYF Show. I'll be tweeting out who's in the lead, and we'll hope to have the winner of the NFL Draft Guru Challenge live on the phone to talk a little smack. Hopefully it's one of the four of us on here. I promise you I will not cheat. My answers have been turned in. I emailed them to Shane, and I emailed them to Scott. Did you guys each get that email with my Draft Guru Challenge form filled out?
Yes, sir.
I got them.
All right, so perfect. So 2 people have it. They have attested to it. It's documented. They have it before the draft starts. So there were actually a couple answers I wanted to change, but unlike my bracket that I changed a few picks at last minute that didn't really work out for me, I will not be able to screw up my Draft Guru Challenge form. So it's sent off to those guys. They will verify, in fact, my final score if it is the winning score. But I don't know, guys. 325 points would be a perfect score. That's if you got every single question right. Shane, we'll start with you real quick. What's your prediction for the final score for the winner of this competition? Keep in mind that 325 would be if you aced every question.
I'm going to guess they'll get, I'll say it's 250, 260.
I think that's a little high. Joe, what is your prediction for final score, final winning score? What do you think it's going to be?
108.
Oh.
108. Joe going low there. All right, Scott, we got some differing opinions. Shane's at 250, Joe's at 108. You going to go the prices right here with the dollar, or what do you think the winning score is going to look like?
I was just going to say, does the dollar count? Well, Shane went 260, Joe went 108. I'll go right in the middle. I'll go 199.
I like that pick. I'm thinking. I think if you get over 200, you should pat yourself on the back. I mean, it is a two-part challenge. I mean, the person who gets the most questions right might not be the person that wins, but we'll tell you guys who got the most questions right, what they were better at. If Joe's staking a lot of his points on player versus player, so we'll let you know who had the most right with the player versus player, who had the most first round. We'll let you know how it all broke down next week. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I like to make a competition out of anything and everything. So if this goes really, really well, maybe next year we'll throw a few dimes on it and everybody can maybe make a little money off of it. But until next week, everybody enjoy the draft, get your barbecue on, do whatever it is that you do, but have fun, be safe, enjoy it, and we'll be back next week to break it down and crown an NFL Draft Guru. Until then, turn it up in your speakers, Ghost Rider Whip as you go down the street. This has been What's Your Fantasy. We're out.